Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Stacy. I am the dyer behind Stress Knits Yarn and the person behind this YouTube channel, and I have been slowly bringing over plant content, and I am really excited because today is March 30th and it is time to tell you about my top 5 plants of March 2021, and I'm so excited to share these with you and talk to you about these just gorgeous plants. I'm getting a text about groceries. Cool. Groceries are coming. All right, so I'm so excited. So let's just go for it, right? So first up, I just realized I have 3 Hoyas. Let's do the Hoyas last. You know what? Let's do the Hoyas last. So first, let's talk about my Maranta Lemon Lime. Here she is. She needs a little bit of water. Maybe she's fine. Can you even handle it? This is one of my favorite plants of all time. It is a prayer plant in the Marantaceae family. The reason they're called prayer plants is throughout the day they move and they kind of open and close like they're praying. So this is how it looks when the sun is out, but when the sun goes down, they kind of flip up, flip down. And it's just really cool. And sometimes you'll hear the rustling. It's just really fun. And I just think it's so funky. And I really love the dark green leaves with the lime green veining, I guess is what you would call it. We have had our struggles. I thought I killed this plant, but I have been getting rid of, dead yellowing leaves. I've been trying to keep up on her watering schedule. I've repotted her into better soil. This doesn't have a drainage hole, but you know what? We're still doing okay. Marantas and all of the prayer plants, which are like Calathea, Stramanthe, Tineke, are a little more finicky. They need more water, less light, and this plant hangs out in my bedroom, and it gets both east and south facing light, but it's pulled back pretty far from windows, and I love it so much. It's, I think, one of my favorite common houseplants. I love it. I love the weird growth pattern. I love that it kind of starts to vine out and hang down and kind of cover the pot. I really love this plant. So that is one of my favorites for this month. My other non-Hoya is one of my first plants ever. So I don't know what the best. Okay. So this is my Ficus Elastica Taniki, and it is a variegated rubber plant. And can you handle it? It is so beautiful. The variegation, like this leaf alone, is just like, hello, hi friend. I still have it in the grow pot, and I just popped it in this like a cashpo. I just watered it. It's hanging out in my office in a south-facing window, pretty close. And it has just been living its best life. It just got watered yesterday, so it should be perking back up a little bit. But rubber trees are one of my favorite plants of all time. I love all of them. But the Tineke it has to be my favorite. Just the fact that this happens in nature. It's so bizarre. I do have it staked up on this bamboo stake because it was kind of flopping over and it needed some support. So that's why that steak is in there, but it is really doing well. It's getting thicker stems and all the little offshoots are doing really well. I clean the leaves like once a month with lemon water. It just does really well. I've had this since February 2020. This is a birthday present from my husband, and I love it. I can't say enough about it. I just want all of them. I really want a giant regular like burgundy rubber tree in our bedroom eventually. I can't wait for this to get really big and mature with giant leaves and really tall. Can't wait. So Ficus, Elastica, Taniki, really great. And then number 3 is my Hoya Chelsea. Now, Hoyas are my favorite genus, right? Genus. And the Chelsea might be one of my favorites of the Hoya because they just have these little cup heart-shaped leaves. And I love it. It's just so cute. They're very succulent, thick leaves. Excuse me, it's allergy season. Yeah, so the leaves are very thick. When it needs water, they get really thin and wrinkly. And I just gave her a drink yesterday, so she is just in her prime. She has like 6 little crinkles in her leaves, and they're just beautiful. I can't wait for this to be like a big, full, bushy plant. I love the Hoya Chelsea. Okay, there she is. And then my Hoya Linearis is really just doing it. I just repotted it. I need to give it some water. Yeah, because you can tell when the Hoya Linearis needs water, the leaves just kind of flop instead of standing like straight out. This plant will be getting a drink today and probably putting some more soil on top. I don't know, it's such a funky Hoya. That's why I love Hoyas so much, because these come from the same family. What? These are related. And it's fuzzy, it's dangly, it's really whimsical in my opinion, and I love it so much. And this is a harder plant to get a hold of for me. So I've bought 2 sets of cuttings and I potted them all up together to make a fuller plant. This is my original, and these I just propagated. So, I love it. It really needs water though, and a little bit of topsoil. But it's so cool. And I love the way it looks in a terracotta pot. And I know some people are against Hoya and terracotta because they think the roots attach to it, but if you wet the terracotta, the pores will suck in the water and let go of the roots. So I've never had an issue with it. Oh, I love it so much. It's such a funky, cool plant. And then last but not least is my Hoya Carnosa, Compacata, Variegata. This is the plant that got me into houseplants. I saw a full one of these and I knew I needed it. And it took me a few months to get a hold of one of my favorite plant shops, which is Grow Plant Shop in Texas. They announced that they had them, and I was like on the update, and I got one for $20, which is just such an amazing price for a 4-inch pot. And then a few weeks ago, I actually purchased, the wind is really crazy. It sounded like somebody knocked on my door. Anyway, I purchased 2 longer strands, which are these 2. This is the, this is the original plant. These 2 strands, this longer strand and this strand right here, are newer. And I potted them all together in one of my favorite terracotta pots. This is like my favorite shape. I love it so much. And it's doing really well. I really love it. So, one of the reasons I love this plant so much is it reminds me of a summer day when the leaves start turning inside out because a storm is coming, and they get like that really pretty, like light green color against the dark sky. And for some reason, this plant just reminds me of that. Like this part. I don't know. It's just so beautiful. This is a very popular plant, and I understand why. If you told me I could only collect one plant for the rest of my life, it would be the Hoya Compacata in all forms. But the Variegata, the variegated version, is my favorite, just like the normal variegated version. It's stunning. I could look at it all day. Just look at it. It's so beautiful. So there it is. Those are my top 5 favorite plants of March 2021. And I'm really hoping you're enjoying some plant content. I'm enjoying talking to you about my plants. Yeah, let me know if there's any plant content you would like to see on this channel. Let me know. All right, I will see you next time. Bye.